Can Tantra exist without sex, or is sexuality essential to the practice?
Um, Tantra exists without sex, definitely. Um, the best Tantra teachers I know, they don't have so much sex, or some of them they don't have sex at all. Sex can be used, yes, for evolution, yes, but I need to be careful, yes, how I use it. Mm. Um, what I'm trying to say, okay, first let's define a bit what is Tantra, yes. There are some currents of Neo-Tantra out there, yes, that yeah, they promote this marketing, come to this tantric retreat, and you're going to have this wonderful experience, this energy flowing, full body orgasms, uh, um, hours and hours of sex, and then that sometimes attracts people that they are just looking for pleasure, you see. And there is nothing wrong to look for pleasure, in my opinion, but when I'm attached to pleasure and I think that that is Tantra, then in my opinion that person is in a path of misery, you see. Is not really understanding what the path is about. Or these things that happen sometimes. You see this, I'm a tantric, I'm a tantrika, yeah. No, I don't do yoga. More elevated, yes. Like sometimes it's this path seen, yes. And that's not my experience. Both Tantra and yoga, they understand the same. Yeah? It's just that their approach is different, you see. In yoga, I understand, as well as in Tantra, what makes me unhappy is my mind. What disbalance myself, what brings me suffering is my mind. So what I want to do, I want to train my mind of concepts, and to understand that I'm not my mind of concepts. And I want to train the mind not to react to unpleasant sensations. Every time that we have a challenging moment in our lives, there is an unpleasant sensation. Yeah? Every thought creates a sensation of the same quality in my body. And if I react to this sensation, whether the sensation is pleasant or unpleasant, this is the source of my suffering. Someone tells me bad news, unpleasant sensation. And this unpleasant sensation feeds thoughts of the same quality. Yeah? And this starts creating a loop. Yes, the way I feel starts feeding thoughts of that quality. These thoughts, negative thoughts, feed back the way I feel, and small things, they take me out of my balance. This is why with the same event, one person can be calm and the other one can be anxious, agitated, fearful. It's all about the reaction of the mind. So in yoga, we train the mind, yes, not to react to the unpleasant. When you go to take a Vipassana retreat, yes, I don't think that nobody has ever have an orgasm in a Vipassana retreat, yes, because mostly you train the unpleasant sensations, yes, to remain seated, equanimous, still in most meditation practice, yeah. And whatever comes, I learn not to react. Yes, I keep my body still and my mind equanimous. And I train my mind each time to be able to hold bigger and bigger amounts of unpleasant sensations without creating this pattern, without creating this feeding back sensations, thoughts, yes. So I learn how to be calm. I find inner peace within myself. And in Tantra, we do the same. The only difference is that we train, yes, the training to develop loving presence is based on pleasant sensations. Yeah, understanding that the mind reacts equally to pleasant and to unpleasant sensations. Yes, these things I like. Yeah. And what more pleasant sensation than sex? Yes. So a good tantra teacher, in my opinion, will train your mind to observe pleasant sensations and come back to your center. Yes, and then you start observing some pleasant sensations and coming back, and a little bit bigger pleasant sensations and coming back to your center. And just like in Vipassana, you train your mind to be able to feel big amounts of pleasant sensations, yes, and remain in loving presence. Yes. So both traditions understand the same. And if I take a tantra retreat and I'm looking for pleasure, I might be in the wrong place in one way, but on the other way also maybe in the best place for me. Yes, because I want to be free. Yes, tantra is a path of freedom, and if I'm right now addicted to pleasant sensations, yeah, I want to look at that.
Thank you.